Carson Olinger here with Capital City Equity Group, once again at our Rabbit Town property here outside of Gainesville. This is a rehab tip. So all you rehabbers out there, you're trying to learn some tips on how to be productive and how to save money and how to evaluate things. I'm going to show you something that comes up from time to time, and on this price point home is going to be really important. So we're in the stage right now of demoing and sending out partition walls and laying out our electrical layout for our recessed can lights, our lighting package, our wall outlets, all those kinds of things. So we've got this place pretty well gutted out, as you can see. Today's December 16th. So I'm going to address today drywall and your ceilings. All right, obviously you can see the difference here between what it should look like and what it looks like now. So it obviously needs to be painted, but it is a popcorn ceiling and it goes throughout the entire downstairs and upstairs for that matter. So the question is, do you scrape the ceilings down? Because there's labor involved there. And if you scrape them down, then obviously you got to make sure it's nice and smooth, and then you repaint them, but you're probably gonna have to mud them and do what you got to do after you scrape them. So we're going to be putting in recessed can lights in these ceilings, pretty much in this entire room. So what that means is we've got to then drill holes into the drywall ceiling and then daisy chain all the electrical throughout. In this house, our existing system that's in the ceiling, the truss system, if you will, it runs from one end of the house to the other. You can see here, and they're running this way across the house, okay? And if you're running lights, you gotta go this way. So it's gonna be rather difficult to open these up, hole, all the way down after you scrape them, and then run your lights. It's gonna be more labor to cut the holes, gonna be more labor to run the electrical and drill through the 2x6s or 2x8s that are up there, and it's just going to be more time consuming. So the question is, do we scrape these and then drill the holes where we need to, because we're going to have 15, 20 can lights in here, and then obviously drill through the wooden rafters, or do we just take all the drywall down and replace all the drywall on the ceiling? So those are the kind of things you need to think about before you start getting into too much demo. Otherwise, you've eliminated your opportunities. So we're going to look at the cost structures of doing all that. My thought is here, and we haven't got that point, come back later and I'll tell you how much it cost us. But I think it's going to be cheaper for us to pull all the drywall down and then run all of our cans and then put new drywall up. Two reasons for that. One, I think just labor-wise, it's going to be a little bit cheaper. And secondly, I think it's aesthetically going to look a little bit better, because think about all the holes that we're going to have in the ceiling and all the patches we're going to have. At some point, they're going to compromise themselves a little bit and settle, and you're going to have all these little patch holes you'll see just through the paint. And on this price point home, I don't think that's something we want to do. We want to put out a quality product. I don't want to cut corners. If it's a $500, $600 difference to do that, I think we're better off doing it. So that's your rehab tip. Think about those things when you're starting your rehabs and all the things that you got to deal with. On this house, it dictates having that conversation. Thanks for joining us. Carson Olinger with Capital City Equity Group. We're here at the Rabbit Town property on week 4, getting ready for Christmas. Today's December 16th. Please start to subscribe to our page on our YouTube page, which is on Carson Olinger, or you can follow us on Facebook at Capital City Equity Group. Follow me, Carson Olinger. If you need to reach me, please give me a call. My number is 470-485-4173. If you're an investor and you're looking to invest your capital in deals like this, we fund all of our deals with private capital. We're looking for people like you to give you double-digit returns in a secured position in a rehab like this. If you want to do that, reach out to us on our website, www.capcityeg.com. Thanks again for joining us. Take care. We'll talk to you soon.